Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Larson. It's me, Dexter Loomis, NXT Superstar. So here's my shout out to the Going In Raw podcast. Clever name.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Yeah, Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever podcasts can be found. And of course, taped live at the Twitch, twitch.tv/Steve and Larson, where we just got another gifted sub. We're on a hype train right now from That Travel Girl to Alto Voltalhe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for all the subs and all the support over there on the Twitch. That's been really one of the highlights of the past 12 months or so.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
We really sort of embraced Twitch during the COVID, and it's really, I feel like it's brought the community closer together. It's built the community.
Indeed.
Twitch
Indeed.
is a really a fun thing. A couple bits of news before we kick off the NXT recap today.
Yeah, let's talk about this. This is not entirely unexpected, but I wasn't quite expecting this announcement prior to any NXT announcement. This kind of changes things for us, Steve. So Impact announced today, starting April 8th, so that's what, 2 weeks? They're moving to Thursdays.
Ooh, evidently.
So, in fact, that's opposite night 2 of TakeOver.
Yeah. Well, I mean, TakeOver's kind of important, so we're still going to do that. But after that, we're moving our Impact live streams to Thursday. We confirmed with the Enforcer. So here's how this is going to work now. We got Monday Night Raw recap, same as always, 8 o'clock, right after Raw goes off the air.
Yep.
Tuesdays, we're going to keep to ourselves. It is nice to have one night of the week where we can take a breather, be with our families, you know, do whatever. I mean, I get to work on my Friendoville channel, that kind of thing. Wednesday at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, we'll review NXT from the night prior. Another reason I like doing it that way. Oh, Ricky's here with the Party of 32. Welcome, everybody. And hey,
hello.
Ricky, how's it going?
Hey, Ricky.
We're wrestling streamers. That's what we do. We stream our thoughts about wrestling. You always have, whenever somebody raids you, it's proper Twitch etiquette, Larson.
Yeah, to explain what you do here.
What you do here, exactly.
This is what we do, yes.
Exactly. So, I do appreciate, though, there might be some people out there on Twitch who watch us live who are like, hey, maybe they work at night. Maybe they can't do it at night, and they're available during the day. It's nice to have a stream during the day, at least once a week.
Yes. Yeah.
And NXT is that thing where we can do that.
Yes.
And then, of course, obviously, AEW's Wednesday nights will be still recapping that as normal. Thursday from 5 Pacific to we're going to be doing our Impact live watch-alongs, our co-stream of Impact on Twitch, where you can watch it with us on Twitch. No recap of that until the next day on News Brief. And then, of course, Friday is SmackDown. So
Friday evening is SmackDown, yep.
That's how that's going to work.
Taking Impact from Tuesday to Thursday, taking NXT recap from Thursday to Wednesday. Otherwise, everything else is the exact same.
I know you didn't put this in the notes for news, but this was on Fightful Select today, so I wanted to talk about it really quick.
Oh, is this the Keith Lee?
Yeah, it's the Keith Lee thing. So according to Fightful Select, and they're terrific, go subscribe to Fightful Select. We love Sean Ross Sapp and everybody there and all the work they do. And when you subscribe, you get email notifications where this news comes to you. And we've all been wondering, man, about Keith Lee and what's going on with him. Well, according to Fightful Select, they say, while it's true that Keith Lee isn't currently factored into WWE creative plans at the moment, this isn't a case similar to Andrade or Aleister Black, where he's simply not used. Although, as an aside, Meltzer mentioned that Aleister Black a couple days ago is dealing with some minor injuries, which he thinks is keeping him off TV. So I don't know, if it's both. If it's like, well, not only is it creative, doesn't have anything for him, but he also has minor injuries. Lee was sidelined for health reasons in February, and WWE has not cleared him for a return as of yet. He underwent some testing following being sidelined, and WWE sources have indicated that he is actively trying to get cleared. There's some additional info there in terms of their plans for him that had to be scrapped, which, you know, we'll leave there on Fightful Select. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. That's called a tease.
It's an interesting little bit. That secondary bit is quite interesting. You know, really hope Keith Lee, whatever these health issues are, get worked out. He can get cleared, because man, he's great. He's great.
He is absolutely terrific, and yeah, hopefully this will happen sooner than later. You know, we just want him to be healthy
and happy.
Exactly. Yeah.
First and foremost. Yes.
Yeah. So let's dive into it. NXT last night, dude, killer episode, setting up, stand and
it was
deliver.
Pretty good. It was no AEW, but it was pretty good.
I love that's our gimmick now. It's just no matter how good an episode is, I'll always underplay AEW and you'll always underplay NXT.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh man. So anyways.
Like, I know Walter absolutely destroyed Drake Maverick, but come on.
It was beautiful.
At least give us a chop before you powerbomb. Come on.
Dude, the chop on Ciampa was pretty damn good. I know you like to see little dudes get their chest cave in, like when JR Kratos did it to that one guy.
Aaron Sky.
Yeah, that's right. Which is my favorite running joke, by the way. But man, that power bomb just laid him out, and then he was unconscious, and he put him in a half crab. That was great. That was
Imagine
awesome.
if he'd power bombed him unconscious and like picked him up and then chopped him in the back.
Here's the thing though about NXT. Yeah. Oh, the chop to the back is my favorite Walter move. It's my favorite Walter move. We have to talk about. See, this is one of the things I love about NXT. So they have the high drama stuff. The Finn Kross stuff was really good.
Yeah, that was good.
The contract signing was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
Even we got to figure out Kyle O'Reilly. Is he a metalhead? He introduces a Joy Division shirt to the equation, Larson? Joy Division?
This kind of seems like a dude in his 30s who still shops at Hot Topic. That's what it kind of seems like.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the classic. I believe it was the classic Metallica metal up your rear end shirt with the toilet with the and of course the Joy Division shirt he had on last night.
Yeah.
Like, what's next? Bowie shirt's going to be next week.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, you say Bowie. See, I think it's not Hot Topic. This is what I suspect.
Spencer Gifts.
He doesn't go anywhere. This is where I get so many of my impulse buys are from Instagram ads. I was this close to buying a Blondie shirt the other day because it's a beautiful shirt and I love Blondie. And I was like, I can't, dude. I got to stop spending money. But like, I'll just be scrolling through Instagram. They have like this like Todd McFarlane Spider-Man in Japanese letters.
You've been eyeing that for a while.
I know. I just need to sack up and do it. But I haven't yet because I'm trying to control my impulses. But man, I'm telling you, this dude is scrolling through. He's like, oh man, what is this shirt? Joy Division? Oh yeah, Love will tear us apart. That's perfect for me and Adam Cole. Got that contract signing coming up. Gold has torn us apart. You know, like I'm trying to be a better human being. Love.
Yeah.
That's tearing us apart. It's perfect.
Storytelling there, huh?
I think it's all Instagram. I think it's his Instagram ads. They're all impulse buys.
Yeah. Instagram ads are the new Hot Topic essentially.
I don't know.
I get those ads on my Instagram feed as well.
Oh yeah, dude. It's hard
like cool
to
t-shirts and stuff. Yeah.
You know what it is lately? It's like editing assets. It's like cool like loops and then like cool like graphic assets.
Yeah.
So
all that stuff as well.
So I don't know what explains his weird faux hawk. That's not an Instagram thing. I don't know what the deal with that is. But no, in terms of the actual content of their encounter at the end, I thought it was fire. And then of course after they went off the air, Adam Cole decked Regal, which was pretty shocking.
Oh wow.
Well. Yeah.
I missed that.
It was pretty shocking. So yeah. To kick things off, we had a recap. Okay, so yeah, Organ Grinder says he thinks it's going to be a 9 Inch Nails shirt.
Oh, that's a good pick.
That's a really good pick, yeah. Because it's not quite in either of the same genre as Joy Division nor Metallica, but it still has that sort of Hot Topic-y kind of appeal.
Yes.
That's good. So that's what it's got to be. It's got to be like a different genre every time, but still Hot Topic-y. That's my guess.
I'm reading people's comments here in chat about my hot topic joke. Ricky says, "I want to know where Larson shops for clothes. I get my shirts for free."
Yeah. Larson, he either shops. He like. I feel like you did all your shopping back in like 2013 or so.
Yeah.
And then also, for free, you got him at like because you have your Adams. What is it? The Radiohead.
Adams for Peace.
Adams for Peace shirt.
I got that in what 2010, 2011.
Yeah,
that's held up great.
You have your Mass Effect shirt. You got that for free at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
We got the Yeehaw.
I have bought some wrestling shirts. Yeah, but like this, I think I got this at Costco.
Yeah.
The other day I wore my Nike sweatsuit jacket. I got that in like 2006.
Yeah.
It's still in great shape.
Yeah, that's good. Very economical when you're not buying clothes. So anyways, we started off with a recap of last week's NXT, the stuff between Kross and Balor, which I still haven't seen. Maybe at some point I'll go back and watch that. And then we kicked things off with a match between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. Lots of cool stuff going on here. Zoe Stark is a lot of fun to watch, although it'll be interesting to see what her look is going to be like in 3 years when she's not like generic indie wrestler. Because right now it's like the most generic indie wrestler look anybody could have going. But she's new, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Raquel looked pretty impressive here down the stretch.
Oh man, that finish was incredible.
It was pretty great. So on the outside, Io and Stark are both. Oh, I'm sorry. From the inside, Io and Stark both drop out sort of subsequent drop kicks from the top to Gonzalez. She goes to the outside. Stark posts Raquel, and Io hits a moonsault. Stark goes up, misses a 450. Raquel counters a V-trigger attempt into that big choke slam thing she does. The big choke slam bomb thing she does. Lifts her up for another. Boots Io off the apron.
Great.
And then hits that finish on Stark for the 3. That was a really, really fun match. And yeah, Raquel obviously looked fairly dominant. They've been announced to be the main event for night 1 for Stand and Deliver. Do you think this is the moment where Raquel gets that title? I feel like it's got to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine next week, the go home. That right? Yeah, Io will get the upper hand.
Unless Raquel's going to be end up being one of those people who just like completely like defies all the go home math, like Roman Reigns.
Could be.
I don't know.
But I mean, this match kind of followed the story for the most part they've been doing with Raquel and Dakota for weeks, which is Raquel's in the ring, she dominates, she tags in Dakota. Eventually, Dakota gives up the advantage. Fights free long enough to tag in Raquel, and it's kind of repeat throughout the match. I mean, Dakota will get stretches of offense in, but for the most part, when Raquel's in, she dominates, and Dakota, when she's in, gives up the advantage. That's kind of been their story for a while.
Yeah. Quick breaking news here also from White Brownie. AEW 757,000 overall viewership. NXT 678 overall viewership. AEW 4th in the demo, NXT 29th in the demo.
What was NXT's number? Sorry.
Which one? NXT 678,000 overall and 29th in the demo.
They're up overall then.
So we'll see how that translates to well, first of all, TakeOver, and then to Tuesday nights.
Next, we had some security cam footage, which I believe had been posted on Twitter.
Oh, did we talk about the post-match stuff? Did you mention that?
No, sorry. I'll get to that. So Io gets back in the ring. Her and Raquel start talking trash to each other. Dakota Kai tries to get in, so Io turns around, decks her, and then she turns around back towards Raquel. She eats a boot, and then Io rolls out of the ring. Raquel follows, and then does her powerbomb type thing onto the announce table and just completely bends Io over the hood of that announce table. That looked awful, and Io let out this awful, like,
it's a
yell,
guttural yell. That's I felt it. I felt it. I was like, that's the appropriate response right there.
Yeah, it looked like it sucked. It looked like it really hurt.
So we're in Kyle O'Reilly's dojo. Security cam footage, Larson.
Yes. Well, one of us. Well, maybe. the one from the rear of the building probably looks like security cam. The other one, where it was cutting off Adam Cole like right below his chin, or above his chin.
Yeah.
So you just get like his mouth it up.
Yeah.
Kyle, you son of a bitch. Placement.
Yeah. Adam Cole rolls in to Kyle's dojo, the Gracie place, and he says, "Hey, son of a bitch." And then he attacks Kyle O'Reilly, and then his other trainee people, they sort of they give him the big boot out of there. Like, get out of here. Yeah. You're not allowed here anymore.
Yeah. So then after that, we got a Kyle O'Reilly interview. He's rocking the aforementioned Joy Division shirt. Roderick Strong steps in before Kyle can even really get to the interview. You know, Roddy essentially makes a pitch to Kyle for them to stick together. He says, "Hey, Kyle, after everything Adam Cole's done, they need to go kick his ass, both of them." And Kyle says, "There's no us. This is between myself and Adam." And then Roddy then says, "Well, you know what? Both you and Adam could go to hell then." Yeah, I thought Roddy was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he was too. It stung, man. It sucks because I think like I read it. Maybe I didn't listen to it, but I thought he said, "You need to go kick his ass after everything he's done to us." And I mean, either way it's like, nah, dude, there is no us. That's done with. And we get a bit more of that of Kyle's reasoning there, because he feels like he was a man alone in the Undisputed Era. Go
ahead, Steve, go to town.
Coming down the steps. Let me talk to you. Tonight's the night. Yeah, why? Oh, because Bronson Reed wanted to put his hands on my property. So wait, last week, what did Bronson Reed do? Did he poop in his bag or something?
He took his blue leather jacket. He took it out of the locker room and put it on.
Oh,
and ripped it all up. And at one point, he
takes jacket. It's like the Farley bit.
Bronson Reed takes the back off, what's still left of it, and there's still like a sleeve that goes on Bronson from about the bottom of his bicep to his wrist.
Oh man,
he ripped the shit out of it.
Oh wow. Oh, so yeah, last week when Steve wasn't watching, Bronson Reed ripped my jacket. So he's gonna get these hands. He's gonna find out whose game it is. It's LA's night game. Yeah, dummy. Just like that, brother. He's gonna find out I'm the ruler of the game because it's my game. He said game like 3 times.
Yeah, he said all his catchphrases several times.
Yeah,
including yeah.
After that, we had like a Jordan Devlin.
Well, hold on. I liked at the end where he goes, "Tonight you're going to find out as LA Knight's game. That's not an insult. It's a fact of life." He literally punctuated it by saying, "Yeah."
Yeah, I know. It was great. Yeah.
It was great.
Just like that, brother. Yeah, this was definitely an impromptu and off the cuff here. Jordan Devlin had a promo, like a little video promo, said, "I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Tonight's match is one of the biggest ever. You're talking about one of the best athletes in the world, from Japan to Europe, plying his trade. Oh, yeah, also KUSHIDA is going to be in there." He was talking about himself, Larson.
He was talking about himself.
And then after that, we had Bronson Reed versus LA Knight. LA Knight started this by poking Reed repeatedly on the forehead. "Oh, you dummy, my jacket." And then Reed just exploded on him and just completely wrecked him for like a while. He chopped the shit out of him. L.A. Reed comes back with a slingshot shoulder tackle, gives Reed some stomps, takes over for a while. Reed comes back with a Judas effect, hits a big choke slam, goes up top at L.A. Reed. I'm sorry, L.A. Reed. L.A. Knight. It's an easy mistake to make here. L.A. Knight takes Reed's legs out so that he nuts himself. L.A. goes for a superplex.
Himself, huh?
Reed, he nuts himself. Reed shoves him off. LA Knight goes back up to meet Reed. It gets shoved off again, and then he eats a fat tsunami for 3. LA Knight took the job, man. It was great.
I know, the second TV match.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we got a health update on Danny Burch. He's out 6 months.
Not very healthy.
No. Then they announced how they're going to determine the next tag champs. It'll be a triple threat match between MSK,
grizzled young veterans,
and Legado del Fantasma. Night 1 to stand and deliver.
MSK's got to win this, right?
Yeah, you think so.
I think
you'd think so. They won the Dusty Cup.
I'm gonna have a hard time.
Unless somehow grizzled young veterans pins Legado and wins them that way, and then you have MSK chase.
I feel like MSK were supposed to have been tag champions by now.
Maybe.
I think that because Wes Lee had his hand busted it just prolonged what was supposed to be. I mean, Grizzled Young Veterans might pick it up after them, but I get the feeling that MSK is going to win this because they were supposed to have won it already.
Maybe. Who knows? Next was Karrion Kross versus Oney Lorcan. This was actually a pretty fun match, and Oney blistered Kross's chest with chops. There was raised skin, welts.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but like, and Oney Lorcan's like the perfect wrestler. I mean, he's like, you can put him in there with anybody, and he'll give him a great match, or at least a serviceable match. Kross is looking a lot more crisp these days. I don't. Maybe it's reps. I don't know, but like, he was so bad earlier, it was noticeable. Like, I'm not gonna. You know, I barely pay attention to matches. When you're that clunky, I will notice, and that's saying something. That's like saying something.
I wonder. You know, the Performance Center wasn't open when he signed. You know, the only reps he was getting was probably wrestling matches on the shows. You know, now that they're resuming training at the PC, he can get his reps in.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he looked fine here. It just looked like a normal like main roster match. I mean, you know, is he going to be able to put on a 5-star match? Get him in there with Finn Balor, maybe.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
And when he's healthy, he's not, but you know, doesn't have a shoulder busted up. But yeah, he gets wrecked a bit on the outside by Kross, but then he comes back, like you said. You know, tons of great chops on Kross.
Oh yeah. Those slaps to the face were great too.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I love when he does that stuff. Oney goes. So yeah, Kross is able to evade. You know, Oney goes on a run. Kross evades him, boots him, Doomsday suplex, and then lays out Oney with that forearm for 3.
Yeah, it was a fun match.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Kross grabs the mic and he says, "I want to take a moment to address the action of Finn last week. Finn's actions had malice." Of course, I think he's referring to Finn drop kicking Lorcan into Scarlet last week.
Yeah, right.
Said, "I appreciate that because he realized he was giving respect to a man who didn't deserve it." Says Finn may be champion, but when he held Finn's neck in his hand, it felt just like anybody else's. Says when the fuse is lit, there's no stopping what's coming next, and that's me. So Finn comes out to the ramp.
This was
says
great.
Poor
Oney. Oney was still he was on the ramp, still like and Balor looks down at him. So Balor starts talking. He says, "Last week you took your best shot, but I'm still standing." And then he looks down at Oney and he steps over him.
That's great.
He says, "But really, you showed me your weakness. This was really great because it totally kayfabed the reason the demon's not around." He says, "You fight with emotions. Some people might call them demons. Well, I learned to control that, and that's when I became untouchable. But you still fight with emotions, and in those moments, you're sloppy and you're vulnerable. I'm going to push you to the point where you do one of two things. You either surprise everyone and you master your emotions. That's going to happen. Or 2, your emotions are going to master you. And when they do, I'm going to drag you into the cold, deep water with no emotion, and I'm going to drown you." I thought that was really, really cool.
It was good. It was some of Finn's best promo work in NXT yet.
It gave him there was purpose behind it. You know, it was like, hey, this is the difference between us. I thought it was really good.
It was really good. Next, William Regal announces the convoluted means by which Johnny Gargano will get an opponent at Night 2 of TakeOver. So next week, there's a 12-man battle royal. The final 6 of that battle royal being a gauntlet match. However, you'll do the whole battle royal because that'll determine the order that they're in the gauntlet. So whoever wins the battle royal will be last in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
So that gauntlet eliminator match between the final 6 of the battle royal will happen Night 1 of TakeOver. The winner of that will face Gargano Night 2.
You know what's hilarious? I watched this 5 times because I was like, wait a second. It's called the Battle Royal Gauntlet Eliminator. They didn't say in this opening bit that the gauntlet was going to happen Night 1. They said that later. And I was like, wait a second. So the Battle Royal is going to, and then is it going to be like the Battle Royal and then the last 6 guys are then in a gauntlet and they go back? How the fuck is this going to work? This was the most confusing thing. And then like right after this, or like, no, later on, John goes into Regal's office and in one sentence explains the entire thing way better than this convoluted mess up here. So, yeah, that's good. That's how it's going to go down. There's going to be a gauntlet Night 1 of Stand and Deliver, and then Night 2.
So right now there's 4 matches Night 1 and 3 matches on Night 2.
Yes.
So I would think there's probably going to be a 4th match added to Night 2.
It might be the tag titles with the Way and the women's tag titles. It could be that.
Yeah, that could be.
Or I also thought maybe KUSHIDA wasn't announced for the Battle Royal, but Pete Dunne was. And I wonder if Dunne's going to somehow not win that. And
Kushida, in this promo that coming up here, he calls himself the best technical wrestler in NXT.
And take on Kushida for Stand and Deliver. That could be the thing. Because it was weird. They've got like Leon Ruff, Jake Atlas, but no Kushida in this thing.
Yeah, I know.
A little weird.
Who's your early pick to win this battle royal or win this gauntlet?
Well, it was going to be Pete Dunne, and then I was like, wait, there's no Kushida there? Okay, they might do that thing. It's got to be a good guy.
I got a name for you.
Austin
Theory. Austin Theory.
Okay. Austin Theory.
Theory win and have him take on Gargano for that North American title.
He was announced for the battle royal. Oh, okay. There was like 12 people. I didn't notice.
Yep.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I mean, otherwise, was Bronson Reed announced? Really? Wow.
Don't believe so.
The hell is in this?
Don't believe so.
They got 12 people. It's Ruff, Swerve, LA Knight, Austin Theory.
Pull the graphic up. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Theory was on there.
Did I already say Jake Atlas?
Here we go. It's Jake Atlas, Swerve, Leon Ruff, Austin Theory, Loomis, Tyler Rust, Kushida, Cameron Grimes, Peter Dune, Roddy. Oh, Bronson Reed is in it, and then LA Knight.
Okay.
So that's the 12-man field for the Battle Royal. 6 of them will move on. Oh, Kushida is in the Battle Royal. I didn't notice him in the Battle Royal. I didn't notice him in the graphic, but he's listed here on Wrestling Inc.
Oh, is he in the graphic? Did the graphic have 12 people? Because I swear I looked at the graphic, but let's see here. Kushida.
Oh, here we go. I have it. So in this, Kushida, Leon Ruff.
Oh, okay.
Austin Theory, LA Knight, Tyler Rust, Atlas, Peter Dune, Swerve, Roddy, Cameron Grimes, Loomis, and Bronson Reed.
Okay, so you said there are how many matches night 1?
4.
And there's 3 night 2.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they can establish Pete Dunne and Kushida in this Battle Royal. Set that up for TakeOver.
Okay, yeah, boy, I looked at this graphic. Maybe it was cut off or something.
It flashed up pretty quick, so.
Let's see here. Oh, man, I don't. Okay, so has Loomis got a North American title shot yet?
Against Gargano, I don't recall.
If he hasn't got one against Gargano, then the pick is probably pretty easy to say that it's Dexter Loomis.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe pick. I think I saw Austin Theory in the field, and I was like, oh, that'd be interesting.
That's the best idea.
Yeah,
but I also feel like there needs to be a bit more manipulation from Gargano to Theory, because we've seen a little bit of that. At this point, I feel like Austin Theory would probably just lay down for Gargano, and that wouldn't be very fun. Yeah. But then, man, yeah, that's going to be a great match regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I could see maybe Pete Dunne and Kushida getting a program out of this.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Kushida promo next. It was pretty quick. Said he's been taken out in every superstar he's faced over the last year. He says, let's see what happens when Devlin faces the best technical wrestler in NXT. Then we got Drake Maverick versus Walter. Before the match went down, we see this a little bit backstage where Drake busts into Imperium's locker room with a golf club and starts swinging it at Eichner and Bartel. Walter comes up from behind him, snatches it, asks Drake, who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Drake leaves, and then Walter's like, don't worry, I'll take care of him tomorrow.
That's okay. I'll take care of him tomorrow. So,
and that he did.
Maverick rushes Walter to start, but immediately gets dumped. Powerbomb. He's out. Doesn't matter. Walter puts him in a half crab. Ref's like, no, he's already dead. You killed him already. Hey, not enough. So while Imperium comes in and they pose, Ciampa interrupts. He comes out and says, a few weeks ago, I said you intrigue me. I misspoke. That intrigues me. Points to the title. He says, what do you say? Walter versus Ciampa for the UK title? 9? No, it's not going to happen, Tommaso. So Ciampa sort of grabs at Walter. Imperium attacks Ciampa, beat him down. Walter has them hold him up. He rips off Ciampa's necklace. Do we know, was there some significance given to this last week that we know of with Ciampa's necklace?
No, but I imagine it's got. Not that I recall from last week, but there's got to be some significance to it, obviously, because Ciampa was very much offended by that.
Maybe he got it from lacedgems.com, and he's a big fan of my wife's jewelry work.
Good plug. Anyway, so Walter rips it off and then chops the hell out of it.
Oh, yeah, I would have. I agree. I would have rather seen that chop be doled out to Drake because Drake's tiny. So anyways, he stands over Ciampa and he sort of puts his knee on Ciampa's like neck, jaw area. Says, "I see you at TakeOver, Tom."
Great. Next we got a Peter Dune promo, and he said, "Last week I dared someone to prove me wrong that I wasn't the best technical wrestler in the world. No one did. So I'm gonna dominate this battle royal next week, become North American champion at TakeOver."
Bruise away. Oh, Ordile says his daughter's picture is in the necklace.
Gotcha.
There you go. Let's see here. After that, we had Robert Stonebrand, pitching Mercedes Martinez on tagging with Aliyah for the tag title match. And she says, "Stop talking, cut to the chase." And she points at this manila envelope, which obviously has tons of cash in it. She takes it, looks at it, says, "Okay, I'm in, but new deal. This is half. I want the rest after the match." And then Aliyah's like, "Oh, I've got a tag partner." He's like, "I know, and I don't have any more money." It's pretty funny stuff.
Gargano then brings a camera person into Regal's office. He's all, "What's going on here, Regal?" He explains what's going on with number one contender for the North American title stuff, but he wants to know, "Hey, explain this to me. Why is this happening?" He says Regal is cuckoo bananas. Says it's unfair that he only has 24 hours to prepare for his match. He needs time to prepare, study film, research. "I'm Johnny Takeover. Come on, work with me here." And Regal says, "Yes, you are Johnny Takeover, so this shouldn't be a problem." And he suggests to John that he start studying his potential opponents right now.
I like how tickled Regal was that John wears his title. To wear that everywhere. "Yeah, I'm a champion." And Regal legit laughed. That was funny. After that, we had Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon versus Rob Stonebrand. At the first hint of Shotzi gaining an advantage over Aliyah, I think. Or no, it was Mercedes, I think. Rob Stone gets pissed, throws his shoe in the ring. But in the end, Ember ends up hitting the Eclipse for 3 on Aliyah after Shotzi lands a big DDT as a counter to Mercedes trying to slam her. So, yeah, fun match, though. Good stuff.
Yeah. Next, Cameron Grimes pulls up a seat next to Roderick Strong. And he's like, "Yeah, I know you've been taking it hard. I've been taking it just as hard as you have. It'd be a shame if the Undisputed Era ends like this. But it doesn't have to. What if I buy the intellectual property rights for the Undisputed Era? We could take them to new heights, new shirts." I think he said new socks.
Yeah.
New merchandise across the board. In the end, though, Roddy stands up and decks him. Not into the idea.
That's not how business is conducted, Roddy. He said he's going to take the Undisputed Era IP. What an idiot. So backstage, Shotzi and Ember are about to do an interview. They're interrupted by The Way. Indy basically challenges them. Shotzi laughs it off, and Ember says, "Look, we've done this. We've shown you the way." And then Shotzi says, "To the ball pit." And then Candace says, "Next time we're going to do it our way on our time."
Yes. Then Jordan Devlin versus Kushida. It's a fun back and forth. Kushida, as is his way, working over Jordan Devlin's arm, setting him up for the hoverboard lock. Jordan Devlin, man, that moonsault bit he did where Kushida slid, under him and just smooth, bang, moonsault. That was amazing.
Devlin is so good, man.
He's a really good wrestler.
Such a freaking good wrestler.
He's such a good wrestler.
Yeah.
In the end, though, Legado Del Fantasma walks down the ramp. And so Kushida,
he sort of goes up.
Oh, he's on the top rope. Yeah, he's on the top rope.
Yeah.
Devlin puts him up there after trying to go for Devlin's side. He couldn't do it because his arm was so jacked up. So Kushida escapes from the top rope, hits a kick, a superplex, Falcon Arrow right into an arm bar. Devlin gets his foot on the bottom rope, and then Mendoza and Wilde pull Devlin out of the ring while the ref isn't paying attention. So he gets up, and up the ramp, Santos comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Behind him is still Raul and Wilde. And so he's cornered. He's like, all right. So he tries to run back towards the ring. Mendoza and Wilde try to clothesline him. He ducks that, slides back in the ring. Kushida goes for the handspring heel kick. Devlin sidesteps that. While that's happening, Legado gets on the apron. Kushida kicks them, and then Devlin rolls up Kushida to get the win.
Yeah. So after that, Santos and Devlin face off in the middle of the ring. And as they're doing that, HBK's music hits. Sean!
I'm cute.
I've got a ladder. So he comes, he gets the ladder out, and he just sort of pushes it in between them because, of course, his big Intercontinental Champion versus Intercontinental Champion ladder match, we all remember.
Unification match, yeah.
Unification match, because that's what this is. It puts it between them. Is that Cruiserweight Championship coming back to, like, solidly the United States? Is it going to be out of NXT UK? They got the Heritage Cup over there.
I would believe so, yeah. I think the point of all this is to get the Cruiserweight title back.
That's going to be a killer match. That's going to be a killer match.
Before that bit, though, so Kushida was upset with Legado del Fantasma. So he laid them out the tope, and he's brawling with them up towards the stage. And he gets them to the stage and just does like a dive off and takes them out.
Yeah, that was rad. That was awesome.
That was pretty great. We get a quick shot of Kyle O'Reilly walking backstage. Same with Adam Cole. When Adam Cole is making his way towards the ramp area, though, he comes across Shawn Michaels. They have a bit of a stare down.
Did you read something into that? What's that about?
I don't know, maybe Adam Cole wants to have a match with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is noted #1 Undisputed Era fan.
Dude, he's probably the most disgruntled about this.
He's probably heartbroken.
He's like, I have all this merch. Adam Cole already has a new shirt, by the way, and I imagine at Takeover he's either gonna have a new theme or Kyle's gonna have a new. Somebody's gonna have a new theme.
For sure. Kyle for sure will have one. Maybe both. Yeah. Shawn Michaels got to be pretty heartbroken over this. The heartbroken kid. That's what he is.
I'm the heartbroken kid. So anyways, we get this Cole versus O'Reilly contract signing. It happens on the stage there at the CWC. And Regal says, "Gentlemen, thanks for joining me. It's obvious this has gotten out of control. Reached its boiling point. Got the bloody police involved. And I will not let you embarrass this company. So many people have worked so hard to build."
Really upset about that.
He went from 0 to 60 quick. He says, "Kyle, you're still not medically cleared. So once both of you sign, you acknowledge NXT is not responsible for anything that happens to you." So Cole first says, "Regal, it's time for story time with Adam Cole." He says, "Imagine," I missed it, my thing glitched. He says, "Imagine you were born blind, and one day you woke up and can see everything. It's called an epiphany, maybe?
Same exact time.
Something like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So he said, that happened to me. I had that moment one day, and I woke up, and I realized I didn't need the Undisputed Era. I fooled myself into believing it was about brotherhood, about friendship. And you know who made me realize this, though? That I didn't need them? It was Kyle. I saw him fail twice at trying to get that title. And then what did he do? He tried to befriend Finn. He tried to bring him into the Undisputed Era. He says, you know why? Because you're a lapdog, content to be on the sidelines. I'm the greatest NXT champion there's ever been, and I'll never be like you. You lost sight. It was never about friendship or brotherhood. It was about being the best. You should feel lucky because you'd be nothing without me. Without Adam Cole, Undisputed Era, and you are nothing. He says, I'm the one who sold the shirts. I main evented, etc., etc. He says, I already know who wins at Stand and Deliver. The only one who doesn't is the pathetic lapdog sitting across the table.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So he signs, pass the contract to Kyle. Kyle acts like he's going to sign it first, and then he talks and grabs the mic.
Revelation is what he said. That's what everybody's saying. He said revelation.
Gotcha. Yeah, cut out for me too, right? That same exact time. So Kyle says, so we know each other for a long time. When we first got here, we didn't care who we had to step over. We were 4 hungry pit bulls wanting to get to the top of the card where we belonged. We are making a statement, and we didn't care who was footing the bill. He says they will forever have heat with this general manager as well as a locker room full of guys. He says, but I grew up. I took some accountability for my actions. Now, no more sneak attacks, no more 4-on-1 beatdowns. Since coming here, we've become better wrestlers, better fighters, champions, stars. But only one of us has become a better person. Adam Cole is just the same asshole who walked into NXT 3 years ago. Kyle says, I sold my soul for the Undisputed Era, and I want it back. Calls Adam Cole an insecure prick that used to be his best friend, and that is so cold. So we used to be best friends, but now it's so cold. He's not surprised in the least. This has happened, but not one single person is going to be surprised after he beats Cole into a pulp, and for the first time in damn near 4 years, he sleeps like a baby.
I've always hated that metaphor, because how is sleeping like a baby? Like, shouldn't it be like sleeping like something that sleeps good most of the time?
Yeah.
Babies are so, like, I mean, Alabama was pretty decent sleeper. I know with you it was sort of like 50-50, right? Wasn't one of your kids a good sleeper?
Our youngest was not a good sleeper.
Yeah.
Our oldest was a pretty good sleeper, but yeah, our youngest, not so much when a baby.
Yeah.
It takes like 6 months for him to sleep through the night.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
You know?
Adam Cole says, attaboy, Kyle, sign that death warrant. And Kyle says, yeah, I signed yours too. Then they throw the table, they jaw at each other while the guards hold them back. And then after the show goes off the air, this was an exclusive on Twitters. Kyle O'Reilly gets in the ring and he jaws some more. Cole comes after him. A bunch of the guards hold him back, and then Regal sort of gets in his way. Cole thinks about it, decks Regal, and then he goes after Kyle. He's held back some more. Regal sees him, so there's for sure going to be some ramifications.
Consequences.
Adam Cole, if you lose, you're going to main roster.
Yeah, I'm done with you, Adam Cole.
I'm done with you, son. I wonder, that might be a thing. Maybe he's going to be at him. He's going to put let Kyle win, and I do kind of feel that with Adam Cole there, it's going to take a lot. I'll put it this way: it'll be easier for Kyle O'Reilly to get out from under his shadow and really establish himself as a top guy.
Being there. Yeah.
Without Adam Cole being there, and I wonder, maybe. I mean. You'd think that if Vince liked Adam Cole, he'd already be on main roster. But maybe it's at the point where he's like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't know either. Want to answer some questions? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That travel girl given 200 bits. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just talked about that. White Brownie says PW Torch also reported that Alistair had been seen back at the Performance Center.
Ah, okay. I hope, dude. I hope they give him just a clean slate and a big push. You know, It's like
Patrick Oliva. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I gotta say.
Patrick Oliva says, I think that's why he didn't chop Drake to make the Ciampa chop more impactful.
Yeah, for sure. But
then,
still,
then chop Drake in the back.
Yeah, he didn't do a back chop to Ciampa,
and then Ciampa to the front.
Exactly, different things.
Oh, Alex C, look at this joke. Kyle is just looking for a new atmosphere in NXT.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. He's excited for this stand and deliver transmission to go out.
He's gonna be a 24-hour party person when he beats Adam Cole.
Was that Joy Division?
They have a song called 24 Hours.
Oh, okay. David Matuszek, he's looking for a new order in NXT.
There you go.
Can you give a shout out to, that was the band after?
Yeah.
Can you give a shout out to my mom? Asked David Matuszek, who is currently recovering from everything she went through in the past year in rehab from recovering from 2 heart surgeries, but he wants me to do it in LA Knight's voice. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah, I hope she's doing well. Yeah.
LA Knight is rude, though. He's rude. I don't want him to give anybody a shout out because he'll just be rude about it.
Favorite customer asked, how would a seance off between Scarlett and Isla Dawn go?
I feel like Scarlett's legit, and Isla Dawn just plays with silly like stuff you can get from like Target, like silly witch cards or something. Whereas like Scarlett has actually proven to do crazy shit. Like what did Keith Lee have, like a flash bomb or something like that? It was like a flash,
flash thing, flash paper.
Like, how that happened? Holy crap, she knows real magic,
dude.
But Isla, I don't know what she hasn't done anything yet.
All right, dudes. What's his name? Dudes at ringside says, "Why do you guys rip on Hot Topic? I shop there. I made a joke.
It's just a joke. It's okay. I like Hot Topic. Hot Topic's fine.
Yeah, Hot Topic's totally
fine. I don't like leaving the house. Well, I don't go there very often, but just relax. As a joke.
I didn't know Hot Topic was a hot button thing. I didn't know that.
You know who works there? Ace Austin. He works there too.
Still?
Yeah, it's a shoot.
Really?
He says they're great. They give me the Impact. Probably doesn't pay very well, dude.
Yeah, no, I realize that.
He's like, no, they're great. Yeah, I think he's a manager at one, and he said, you know, my boss there, like the manager's boss, lets me take whatever time off I need to come do my wrestling stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I tried to
get the Hot Topic. I was trying to make
I got Summer to try to apply to Hot Topic. I was like, man, if I can get a discount on Hot Topic, they have cool shirts there. I got a Minor Threat shirt once there, man.
How come I've never seen you wear it?
Oh, it was 10 years. It was a long time ago.
Oh,
that was ages ago.
Then I forgot.
Yeah.
You ever wear that Tool shirt you got there? Wasn't it a Tool shirt you bought there?
Yeah, it was a weird fit. Lacey wears it all the time. She wears it like to bed and stuff. Yeah.
You know, whenever I go to the mall just by myself and I'm walking through and I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'll look at the T-shirts. Because, you know, you can never have too many.
I like Hot Topic, but it's funny to make jokes about stuff. Like, hey, dude, I love Cinnabon, but I'll make all sorts of jokes about that place. Blake Whitehouse. Kayfabe reason why a finisher will win a match for one person, but not another. Like how Edge's spear will win him matches, but Batista's wouldn't. So in my headcanon, I think that it's like the way they execute the moves is it's like, man, if I do the spear this way, I can finish a guy. Whereas Batista's like, this is a great way to set up a guy for a finish.
Exactly. So like Goldberg, he would use the spear as a setup for the jackhammer. He knew the spear wasn't enough to finish his opponent, so he employed the jackhammer. Whereas Edge apparently found a way to deliver the spear that would make it so devastating that his opponents wouldn't kick out.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Alex Foster. Anyone else find it ironic that Ciampa doesn't want his tag team to be broken up or a betrayal when he's the one who ended DIY? So Thatcher's totally going to cost him that match, right? And I hate to say that because it's going to be a takeover, and usually you don't want to do that at a takeover. But I feel like Thatcher's going to just join Imperium.
Yeah, potentially.
Whatever happened? So wait, what happened last week to Killian Dane? Did Imperium murder him or something? What was Drake going on about today? He was like, "Where's Dane?" That's what he was bugging Imperium about. He's like, "What'd you do with Dane? Where's Dane?" And they're like, "I don't know."
They were trying to. Bartella, I think, was trying to recruit him. He was talking to him in like the backstage area, but I don't remember any
shenanigans or anything. Okay, no. Yeah, because that's what Drake was going on about tonight.
Unless it was like a Twitter exclusive. Organ Grinder says, my biggest pet peeve with NXT is turning story beats into web exclusive. I didn't know about the William Regal thing until I heard you guys mention it.
Yeah, I was wondering. So I saw it on Twitter last night, and then when I watched NXT this morning, I was like, oh, they're doing that as a web exclusive? They do that all the time with NXT. It's like little things, and they'll bring it up next week. It's actually pretty smart for their digital strategy. Hammond Serrano. Let's see here. In Cameron Grimes' $1 million corporation, who would be his Bam Bam Bigelow, his Virgil, his IRS, and most importantly, his primetime Brian Lee? So if Cameron Grimes starts up his own $1 billion corporation, of course, these days got to be $1 billion, who would be his Bam Bam Bigelow? Big duty time. It's got to be Bronson Reed, right?
Yeah, it's got to be Bronson Reed.
Who is his Virgil? Oney Lorcan.
Okay.
How about Oney Lorcan? I feel like, I mean, he's a dude who's already proven that for the right price, he'll be your hench guy.
That's true. What's the other name? IRS?
IRS.
Have Bo Dallas go back to NXT.
Oh, that's good. I saw a silly rumor on Facebook that Bo is the guy but behind the Burnt Fiend.
Oh, really?
And I was like, that's too good of an idea, so it's not going to be true. And then Brian Lee, who's a primetime Brian Lee, who's tall and vaguely looks like The Undertaker. How about it be Roderick Strong?
Dang MQ. So when does Cameron Grimes start investing in NFTs and sports cards?
Yeah, I was looking into comic books and NFTs and all that business right there. I found out how to create an NFT, but then I was like, I don't want to do damage to the environment. That sounds bad.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do something. I just need a video of Bobby Fish making a comeback to recreating the John Travolta meme.
I want him to be in the audience.
He's got all his Undisputed Era gear. He's got the hat.
Yeah.
The armband under the T-shirt.
Little do we know he's the man. How about he sells the Undisputed Era IP? Like he's the guy who actually owns the IP.
He's like the Arn Anderson.
He's the Arn Anderson, exactly.
The Horseman IP. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty great.
Prince C. Ross, does Walter versus Ciampa get full confidence points? And that match is on Wednesday, day 1. And it has already been announced that on Thursday, Walter defends against Rampage Brown on UK. Oh, that's great. So, like, they could... I mean, that is a great reason to put full confidence points on somebody. That is a great... When it's already been announced that match is taking place. I wonder, though, if on today's NXT UK... they will say the winner of. They might change, like do a quick video thing, say the winner of, you know, or they'll just say, you know, whether or not Walter gets. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Walter's winning that match.
Walter's totally winning that match at 1,000%. But I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. So day one is going to be Io versus Raquel. I'm not going to have high confidence points on that, but I'm pretty sure Raquel's going to win.
Same. Walter Ciampa, all the points on Walter.
That is all the points there.
The Gauntlet Eliminator.
Oh, that's going to be my lowest confidence points.
Yeah, totally. And then it is the tag team match, MSK versus GYV versus Legado.
Yeah, not a lot of confidence on that. I'll probably go with MSK. I mean, for me, the confidence points are going to be Walter, Raquel, MSK,
and then
Gauntlet
Loomis.
Eliminator. And then, yeah, if I have to give that one more thought, but probably Loomis. Yeah, that makes sense.
Jorge D says, I just finished teaching middle school math. Which NXT wrestler would be the best at teaching a middle school math class?
Cameron Grimes.
Okay.
He's able to figure out. He's able to figure out stocks and stuff. You know, there's some math. That's true.
So maybe high school economics class. Ordial says, I absolutely love Gargano fake kicking down Regal's office door. That was great.
Dude, Gargano's so good.
He is. He really is.
It right up. That was really good.
We got more of this giant hole that we lost Triple H in from Night by Night. So after losing Triple H to the hole of immeasurable depth, Ricochet came over to assist you in rescuing him.
Good.
You planned to lower him with the rope so he could see what lies below. You begin to lower him, but as he goes out of sight, the rope starts to tug. You try to pull him back up, but the rope tugs harder and snaps in your hand. Having now lost 2 people in the hole, which NXT superstar do you ask to plan a more ambitious dual rescue? Cameron Grimes, because he's got all the money.
He's got all the money. Yeah. I would just say, hey, Cameron, there's a literal pot of gold down there. I know you love money. Oh, kiss my grits. Gonna go get some more money. And then I'll just trick him. So, yeah, it's Cameron Grimes. The answer is Cameron Grimes if you want to continue the story.
Yes.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is the last one here on the Patreon. Lubricant Hornet. I am in a fantasy wrestling league with some buddies. And there's 2 more. And we draft our rosters using Mania. In your opinions, who from NXT will A, be booked for the most matches this year, and B, will win the most matches? My guess is going to be either.
I tried to find someone who's on NXT TV a lot.
So I think if anybody's poised to have an Adam Cole type year, because Adam Cole was wrestling a lot in 2019, it's going to be his successor, Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly, yeah.
I get the feeling it's going to be him.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer. Fear and Loathing, where is this new Ciampa character headed? I feel he needs a walking stick and 1 or 2 backpacks you wear when you go, or one of those backpacks you wear when you go hiking.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, he's going to have this match, and then he'll probably have another thing with Thatcher and Imperium, if that happens. Yeah, I don't know. He just sort of drifts from. He is a drifter. He drifts from story to story, with little with not a lot of aim. Yeah. Anyways, Twitch, stick around. We are going to answer some more of your questions, and then maybe do a raid. For the rest of you, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Help support Going In Raw today by becoming a Friendo Club TV member. You'll get access to new bonus episodes every week, including Friendo Club Arcade, Live Power Rank, Vintage 10 for the Wins, and Ask Steven Larson. Get access to Friendo Club TV today by becoming a $5 and up patron at patreon.com/Steven Larson, by throwing us a sub at twitch.tv/Steven Larson, or by clicking join at youtube.com/Steve and Larson.